Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a Tuesday. We're going to talk about protecting your brain here in 1 minute. The information you hear on the Nutrition Shop Health Talk with Dr. Lynn is strictly educational and is not intended to diagnose or treat any disease. Any healthcare decision should be discussed with your health professional. And now, here is Dr. Lynn. You know, I was watching the football game last night and going over all the controversy that's going on with John Gruden and the head coach of the Oakland Raiders, or the Las Vegas Raiders, and the number of people that got injured in the game last night. You know, I was watching the Pittsburgh Steelers game, highlights of that over the weekend, and I was watching a couple other games, and it was just amazing just to watch the number of head injuries that are happening. And it's scary, you know, that whenever they do, they at least have a concussion protocol in place for the football players that says, you know, if they do get this, they have to be out for at least a week, and they have to pass a whole series of tests before they can get back to playing. Makes sense. Now, this article came out dealing with traumatic brain injury, brain health, American football players. So I thought it was well worth doing right now, because whether you yourself played football at some point, like I did, praise God I didn't have any head injuries that I know of, you know, and I know a lot of you out there probably have kids in high school playing football. You got a passion for it. Maybe they're in college playing football. Maybe they have every intentions of playing professional football at some point. And as a parent, you sit back saying, man, oh day, you see these people that have permanent damage if they get hit in the head, and you know, do they have the most up-to-date equipment to protect their head with those helmets, etc. So this article talked about fish oil. You know, we know all about the attributes of fish oil, the cardiovascular protection of fish oil, all the different factors of how it feeds the brain, lubricates your joints, does amazing things. You know, since time began, you might want to say, since the time of Jesus, they were eating, primary diet was fish. Here's what this article says. High-dose omega-3 supplements may give NCAA football athletes protection from repetitive head injury, as well as confirming cardiovascular benefits, suggests a new study. Repetitive excuse me, repetitive subconcussive head impacts over the course of a season were associated with increases in levels of serum neurofilament light, NF-L, which is a new test they've developed, which is a biomarker of nerve fiber injury and a surrogate marker of head trauma. So, in case you've ever wondered what happens when somebody's taken off the field, a professional player that has had a head injury, this can be one of the first tests they do. However, it says daily DHA and EPA doses of a minimum of 2,000 milligrams. Keeping in mind, our capsules deliver 900 milligrams per at least. So it's more likely closer to 1,000. So taking 2 capsules a day for you or your child or an athlete. And it says, however, daily doses of 2,000 milligrams respectively throughout the preseason and during the full season attenuated those NFL increases, those filament increases that they saw that showed up in the blood work, according to data published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition. The elite college athletes receiving the omega-3 supplements also had significantly higher omega-3 index scores, which is a blood test that they can do to show how much is attached to your red blood cells. They had improved omega-6 to omega-3 ratios, which means they had more of the anti-inflammatory versus inflammatory fats compared to athletes in the control group. Our findings provide crucial information on omega-3 supplementation and a surrogate biological marker of head trauma in a population known to sustain head trauma. Reported researchers from Baylor University, Wake Forest School of Medicine, University of Kansas, University of Illinois, West Virginia University, TCI, University of Gulf, and the University of Wisconsin. It's pretty impressive. This is not the first time that omega-3s have been linked to beneficial outcomes for people suffering from or at risk of head trauma. Indeed, a 2016 review by Dr. Michael Lewis from the Brain Health Education and Research Institute in Maryland concluded this, quote, although further clinical trial research is needed to establish the true advantage of using omega-3s, there is a growing body of strong preclinical evidence and clinical experience suggests that benefits may be possible from aggressively adding substantial amounts of omega-3s to optimize the nutritional foundations for concussion and traumatic brain injury patients. Published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition. The new study provides some of the clinical trial research to support the potential benefits of the omega-3 fatty acids for brain health. This was welcomed by Harry Rice. I don't know if you've heard his name before. PhD, Vice President of Regulatory and Scientific Affairs for the Global Organization for EPA and DHA omega-3s. So there's a worldwide organization for posting research on these. He said this, for the past several years, I've been following the research led by Dr. Oliver and omega-3 and potential neuroprotective benefits for athletes participating in concussive sports. No reason to even extrapolate this out to say this wouldn't be helpful even with soccer players. For the multi-site non-randomized trial, the researchers used two male non-National Collegiate Athletic Association American football teams. The team that received the omega-3 supplements was an NCAA Division I team. The control team was a Division III team. Supplement used in the study was a commercially available product by a Montana-based strict nutrition company. This company also funded the study. 31 athletes received the omega-3 supplements during the preseason and throughout the regular season, while 35 athletes of the Division III team did not receive the supplements but were monitored just the same. The results showed that the omega-3 supplemented athletes displayed significant increases in plasma levels of EPA, 111% increase, DHA, 110%. As a result, the omega-3 index increased by 4.3%. In the control group, EPA levels increased by about 55% in the course of the season, but no significant increases in DHA were reported. Looking at the level of that ligament test, the researchers found that these had increased by 50% in the control group, whether there was trauma or not. Just looking at them, just saying even minor head trauma, showed a 50% increase in those markers that there's been some minor damage done. So they looked at these increases in the control group at the end of the preseason training and remained high throughout the season. The omega-3 group, on the other hand, did not experience increases in those ligament levels. The most novel finding of the current study was that omega-3 supplementation likely attenuated elevations in serum NfL observed over the course of the season, specifically the treatment group categorized as starters. They wrote the current study is the first to demonstrate a reduction in these ligaments following omega-3 supplementation containing a combination EPA and DHA in American football athletes, which given the unique attribute of each fatty acid may provide a more substantial benefit. American Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition. This just came out last week. So, this isn't going to be in what you buy on Amazon. You want purity, you want clarity, you want filtration, you want cold filtered. You want the highest quality fish oil available with no heavy metal override whatsoever. Okay? It is crucial that you get the right forms. If you want more information, call us at our office at 678-228-8900. 678-228-8900. Our website is thenutritionshop.net, T-H-E, thenutritionshop.net. There's the bell. It's the end of the 10-minute time frame. So we're going to move on. God bless you, folks. And again, be back with us again tomorrow. We're doing a special show on diabetes at 12 noon tomorrow. Brian and I will be on the air. God bless you, folks. Again, the number at the office, 678-228-8900. The website, thenutritionshop.net. Have a great, healthy day. Take care.